Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another Divine exclusive video. So, the topic of today is motion. So, motion is what kills fear. So, whenever you're trying to do something new and it's going to be out of your comfort zone, but see, comfort is what uh, kills growth. So, in order to grow, you have to be uncomfortable. But when you're trying something new, and you're being uncomfortable, there's going to be fear that kind of wants to push you back into your comfort zone. So your emotion is what kills that. See, fear is just false evidence appearing real. It's a negative emotion that lasts only for a short amount of time. But when you're actively doing something, when you're living in the present, when you're giving yourself a positive emotion, by being confident and staying in the present moment, that kills out that fear. So you have to kill it out with something that's being present, something that's confident, something that's moving. But see, a lot of people, they don't try certain things or they don't do certain things. It's like, oh, I don't, that's usually fear talking underneath it. But when you have motion, when you're trying something new, when you're determined to do it, but you have to stay in the present, because fear is always thinking, oh, well, this is going to fail, this is going to do it, what are people going to say when if this doesn't work out? Fear is always thinking ahead. But when you have motion, you think present, you think in the moment. So you do your steps, you do whatever you're trying to do, and you're only thinking of what is actually happened that second. Fear keeps you trapped in, 10 seconds later, 20 seconds. It keeps you trapped in a loop. It keeps you trapped in outcomes, circumstances. So always have motion, because that eliminates any type of fear you have. And then you could try anything you want. Don't let fear stop you from trying anything new, from pursuing any goals, from doing anything that you want to do that's outside of your comfort zone. And see, that's why you see this happen. Like if a person is doing public speaking and they're whether they're an introvert or they're nervous talking in front of a bunch of people, they get goosebumps. But they're always, usually when that happens, a person's always they're thinking of how they're going to finish the speech. They're thinking of like 20 words down the line instead of reading what they have, instead of being in the present moment, instead of not worrying about what the crowd is going to think, how they're going to react. They're thinking about everything else except in reading. But when you actively have motion, when you read, you're reading just like if you're reading your notes or you're reading a cue, and you're doing public speaking. If you're in the present moment, you're not thinking about that, and that fear has to it has to go, because you're in the present. Fear is about thinking ahead. So always think in the moment, have motion. Don't be afraid to try anything new. Don't be afraid to be uncomfortable, because it's just a feeling. Fear just tries to fight that. So because comfort kills your growth. So when you have motion, you could try uncomfortable things and you can get rid of that fear just by being in the just by being in the moment. All right, that's the topic of today. See you guys next time.